Hello everybody, my name is Bloodbath169 and welcome back to Civilization 3. This current playthrough, of course, is our playthrough as the Americans. In our last episode, we lost quite a few cities to the English here, including Detroit and Cincinnati. Well, we're going to have to do something about that because otherwise we're going to keep just getting taken over. We also did finish expansion. We have expanded as far as we are going to. But what we're going to, I think, work on in today's episode is we're going to start working on our plan to fight back against this English tide of expansion. And that may mean that we lose some more cities, but ultimately I think what we're going to do is we're going to build up what military we can, and then we're going to work to take these 3 cities at once, 4 cities, excuse me, and then set forces, such as they are, up against the border here and work to take over England. The additional land would be a boon to us, but mostly it's because they keep encroaching on us. More than likely we're going to lose Cleveland, to be honest. So let's see what we do. Okay, so we have a library. You are up against your build limit or your population limit, so you need to go ahead and do an aqueduct. A library, good. Excellent. You need an aqueduct as well. You have your library. You need a courthouse. Okay, so we have access. Let's actually check real quick. What all military units do we have access to? Obviously, we have pikemen, we have horsemen. Our current most powerful attack unit is either going to be the longbowmen or the medieval infantry. If we look these up, I can't remember stats off the top of my head very well. Come on, thank you. Let's see, J, K, L, longbowmen. Okay, so they can bombard, or they, if there's a stack of them, they will fire at enemy units moving next to them. They have an attack of 4 and a defensive 1, so they are attackers, but they cannot defend themselves virtually at all. Medieval infantry. Standard foot soldiers, skilled warriors. Okay, so they have an attack of 4 and a defensive 2. And that looks like they would actually be better as far as attacking goes, because they can actually defend themselves. We do not have chivalry, otherwise that would give us access to knights, which we could do, I guess. We could go ahead and go for that, but we'll just have to play that one by ear. Okay, courthouse. Coliseum. Actually, let's start a new thing here. We're going to build a military unit and then build a... we're going to do military and then a... disband that warrior. Wasn't done with them. So they're going to do medieval infantry and then move to the next major task there. Now, as a republic, we're going to have to be careful because military upkeep is a thing, and everything costs money. How are we doing as far as? Oh yes, you need a courthouse. You need an aqueduct. You need to start your worker. These poor cities down here, let me tell you. Okay, so cultural influences expanding, excellent. Medieval infantry, starting to build that. Now keep in mind, we're only going to expand culture as far as infantry goes, or military units. We're only going to build them in cities that are close to the front, because there's no real point in building them elsewhere. Excellent. Now we're getting banking and then economics, and then we'll do chivalry. So the Inca have access to astronomy. That's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. How are we on recording? You have your aqueduct. How bad are you as far as corruption? Not great, but not ideal either. So you can go ahead and do your courthouse. Give them some entertainment, such as it is. Medieval infantry, medieval infantry. Alright. You are not close enough to bother with doing medieval infantry. So you are going to do your courthouse, and that'll help. Oh, crap. So they got there first. Well, crap. Crap sola. Guess you can shift to doing a university, and you will shift to doing the Sistine Chapel. I'm not going to get a dang wonder one in this playthrough at this rate. That may change once we declare war, but we'll just have to kind of play it by ear and see what we get. Okay, they got their medieval infantry, so now they can do their university. University's actually the higher priority, yes. And they... Wow, jeez, alright. So that's it as far as wonders for the time being. Everybody else will finish theirs first. That's disappointing. Alright, well, do your university, I guess. Yeah, there's no other choice, dude. Sorry. Okay, let's dedicate 5, if we can, let's dedicate 5 medieval infantry per city that we're trying to capture. And that'll also leave us some people to defend it also, and to garrison some troops so that when there's unrest following a conquering, that they don't revolt back to our enemy. Sure, buddy, have some stuff. Medieval infantry. Nope, you're cut off, so we don't want you doing much of anything except for building up your own forces. My bad, China. Mao. What an entertaining guy in history. Really was such an entertaining guy. Colosseum. Give him some entertainment. Sure, Mao, have it. I don't care, dude. How am I doing on corruption here? You need a courthouse, okay. Put a road in. And that's going to be it as far as Philadelphia. So I guess you can move up here and start helping out at Miami. That way we can get our workers as much out of the line of fire as we can. So our 3rd unit here. Philadelphia. How are you on corruption? You just have 1, so you don't need that. You need to do medieval infantry, actually. You need to do medieval infantry also. Sometimes I do forget what I'm doing when I'm doing it. Hazard of being absent-minded. Thank you, Washington. Now do a bank. Every last little bit of money helps. You do your court. No. You can do a medieval infantry. You're close enough. Now you do your library. Hello, thank you. Another layer to our temple, or our palace, excuse me. Inca and Iroquois have signed a military alliance against the Maya. What does the Inca want? No. I'm not aiming to go against the Maya because, among other things, I don't think the Mayans are even close to me. So why would I go to war with somebody that I don't even have a beef with? That would just be stupid. Of course, there are a lot of incredibly stupid people in the world, so, you know, details. Medieval infantry, please. Do an aqueduct. You're going to do medieval infantry. Gunpowder for education. I'm going to say that's a good deal. Fine, have it. I don't care. They have ancient cavalry. The Romans built the Temple of Zeus, looks like. Let's do chivalry, and that will give us access to that. You need to build, I think courthouse would probably be best. Yeah, courthouse. You need courthouse as well? No, you do not need a courthouse. But you do need a coliseum. And that way we can start putting some of these useless, for lack of a better term or technicality. I call them useless because for all intents and purposes, to me they are. Gum entertainment. It's all we can do at this point. Wag. It's a worker, Elizabeth. My bad, I don't know whose territory I'm in precisely. I think that was the Inca. I don't know why they're complaining about me being in their territory, because everybody's in my territory, including the Inca. What else is new? Person who is complaining the loudest has no right. What else is new? Okay, medieval infantry. And now we have chivalry. Okay. There is now no point. Well, I guess actually there is a point. Let's go for navigation, such as it is. Get what advantage we can there. I know we're backward, buddy. We're working on it. We need to get a city working on Smith's trading post. And we will. You're going to start on a night. You're on the other side there, so there's no point in you working on it. You're losing a lot to corruption, so let's work on that. I notice how the Aztecs aren't really moving a lot through my territory. No, I'm not giving you economics, buddy. Okay, you need a university, not a bank. Bank is nice, university is better. You need... Actually, you don't have that much corruption, do you? So you can actually do a harbor. That'll help with the food situation in there. Kansas City, you don't need to do any military. You can do a marketplace. Okay, so we now have access to knights, and that's going to start building up next. Let's get our library in here, such as it is. And we're going to start getting these guys connected up. Now, before we go to declare war on the English, the primary thing we're going to want to do is we want allies. First and foremost, we most definitely want allies. So we will make sure to enlist the assistance of probably the Aztecs and the Romans and get them to attack the English on their east side. And of course, the Aztecs already have a bunch of military going right through our territory. And it looks like the English are actually at war with somebody. Probably the Mayans. So that would be to our advantage. Oops. Wrong button. Our galley is explored as far as it can. Boston, give me a knight. You actually need to do Smith's Trading Company on the hurry. In a major hurry. Atlanta, you need a courthouse. You now have your library, so do your courthouse. That'll help reduce the corruption issue. You are going to move to here. You can do. Okay, we got astronomy, but it actually does us 0 good because somebody else already took Copernicus's observatory. We can't research it because it's already been taken. Not ideal, not the end of the world though. Looks like we're about done with that scout of ours. Come on. You need your library. The English are building Magellan's Voyage. About part of the course. Looks like we got a useless settler and a useless warrior up there just taking up space. Finish the courthouse and then the aqueduct. Got a couple of upgrades. Nice. First unit has arrived outside Cambridge. And now the English have got knights going through their territory. Or through my territory. Beautiful. You just can't win for losing, you know? Just can't win for losing. Okay, so now I can build a caravel. Nice. How are you doing on the corruption? You're just at that. That's not bad. So let's hold off on that. Let's have you do a caravel. Memphis, you can only do a night, so you need to go ahead and do a harbor. LA has need for a harbor. You need an aqueduct. Not bad, Caesar. I don't know. I would assume it's the warrior and the guy up there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a. No. We're gonna do a knight here. You did medieval infantry, so you now need to do your courthouse. Aqueduct for you. Yep, disease because we're next to the jungle. There's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. Other than cut the jungle down, which we are working on. So, that's all we can do. Okay, anyway. Troops will move automatically. Okay. Means I'll find out here in a second who was over there. And the winner is knight. Our first knight. Nice. Okay, you're not hurting for food. So, you're going to do a Colosseum. You're going to do a knight. just did a knight, so you are now going to do a Colosseum. That's nice. Not really. Okay. Let's do beeline for theory of gravity. We're going to abandon everything else because we're never going to get it at this rate. No point wasting effort on things we won't get. I want a knight from you, a knight from you. Just did a knight, so you're going to do a bank. You just did a Colosseum, so why don't we do a knight? And knights are essentially the same as combat power-wise. They are essentially the same as medieval infantry. They just have the advantage that they're cavalry, fast units, so they have a chance to withdraw if they're losing. And they're faster, of course. Okay, so that brings this total up to 4. Right? No. That brings that total up to 5. So you can actually start heading down to here. For all our failures this playthrough, we're apparently doing pretty good as far as impressing people. Let's do Magellan's Voyage here in Memphis. Make you useful. So we have our first one next to Detroit now. Okay, so you just built your first military unit. Are you sure they only have 2 lost to corruption, so they won't really benefit from a courthouse. So they can go ahead and do their university. And they can explore with that caravan. Okay. And it looks like we are not the only ones building up military on this one. Because it looks like the English are building up too. And that's going to be a problem long term. Because they're going to counterattack us and we might not be able to fight them off. That's why we are going to offer a distraction. Such as this. By trying to get the Incans and the Mayans to declare war on England. Basically, we're going to see if we can't get everybody else to attack England. And that way, we end up with a boatload of people taking away from them and not attacking us. Ottomans and Inca have joined against the Mayans. Okay, we have another knight. Marketplace. You have a courthouse, so do a knight. Oh, scheisse. Okay, you have a knight. Nice. You can do your university. And that should mark 3 for that spot. Ooh. A knight here. You're now going to do your university. Nobody cares about any of this. Okay, this should bring this total up to 4. Okay. So we're just about to the point where we're ready for our first attack here, such as it is. So this is probably going to be a pretty decent spot. Oh, it's N? Is that right? Yep, it is N. Okay. Hotkey for forest is N. Seems a little counterintuitive, I suppose, but F is always going to be fortify, so it makes sense. Printing press for economics, that's a no fish. this is going to end up being a bit of a cliffhanger for you guys, because this is going to result in... They don't need hooked up anymore, doesn't look like. You are able to do pikemen? Are you able to do pikemen? You sure as heck are. Okay, so now I mean, I'm grateful, I guess, that you're working on my area, but it's a little weird. You are... Okay, go there. Okay, guys, so after this episode, that's going to be it for today's episode, I do believe. And it's going to be a bit of a cliffhanger, I think, because while we are prepped to attack, we will not be attacking for quite a while, because I'm going to be taking a break from this series so I don't get too burned out on it. You guys will notice this, because this does not need anything like that. Of that nature, you're going to do a harbor. And somebody else is finally building Smith's Trading Company. Hopefully we win that contest. But yes, thank you everybody for joining me for today's episode. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button and let me know about it. If you... Is that another mine? It is. Dang it. We're going to have to just give up a mining spot. If you liked the video, hit the like button and let me know about it. If you have comments, leave them down in the comments section below. And of course, if you like the video and you want to see more content like it, hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit that bell notification button at the top, and that will give you notifications when I post a new video. Currently, the schedule is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So with all that being said, we have our... This is going to be... Whoa. They're going to complain at me. Of course, Detroit has a big frickin' boost because I built it for you. But yes, thank you everybody for joining me for today's episode. And I suppose that I will be seeing you guys in the next episode. See ya.